Okay, this is going to be a demo of the newest version of the Thief Fan Mission Manager, which is now, instead of an executable, it is a DLL meant to be used in place of the current FM selector that comes with the NewDark and Thief 3 Sneaky Upgrade installs. It will not work with non-NewDark, or it won't work with Thief 3 without the Sneaky Upgrade. So that's what it's designed for. So we're going to launch it now, or actually we're going to launch System Shock 2 here, and it brings up our window. Now the first thing you notice is that it says at the top here, System Shock 2 Fan Mission Selector. It can detect what game that it was launched by, and show the appropriate icon. You can see all the missions in here regardless of what game you launched from. These exclamation points you see here means that the program was unable to determine which game that zip file was for, and most likely the reason for that is that it could not read the zip file. So like for this, it says error extracting text from the archive, so there was something it didn't like about the zip file. I'm going to try maybe a different method for looking in the zip files and see if that'll help with, because there are a few of them here that it couldn't read. What else we got? If you want to only view the files for the game that you launched from, you can click here, and now we only see the games for System Shock 2. You can filter your games or search for a mission you're looking for. Well, if I wanted to search for Minstrel, just start typing. Okay. Erase it to bring them all back. If let's bring it back, all missions. Well, let's see, for this one that we were looking for, you guessed, which was bad. Okay. If it's just a case it didn't find the mission name, or it didn't find the game type, you can edit this. Just double click here and bring it up, and I can change it to say System Shock 2. Okay, now it shows it as a System Shock 2 game. I am going to set it back to unknown because I know that particular zip file is corrupted. The other thing is, like this one, it did not find the mission name in it, so we can actually edit this. But what I'm going to do is click that, or highlight that, Control C, and I'm going to put it in there like that. I hit enter, and it now has the name in there. So if I were to close it and open it back up, you see that the name I put in there is in there. You can also edit the author. I can add you can edit the author column as well. You can edit the date column. You can also give it a rating. Like if I just want to give it like a 3-star rating, I can click, and now you see it's got a 3-star rating. The blue is a little bit more subtle than the yellow. I might replace it so that the yellow is always used. I'm not sure. You can let me know what you think in the comments, or email me. You can get a hold of me on Through the Looking Glass. You have a completed column here so that you can keep track of what game or what missions you have completed. So no, you haven't completed. You can even say, yeah, I completed the normal or the hard or the expert difficulty. But if the fan mission doesn't have different difficulty levels, you can just say yes. Okay, and then it'll be saved when you click out of the row. And we also have this is the folder name that it will be installed in, inside your root installed game directory. And each file has a hash so that it can detect if there are any duplicate files and avoid loading the duplicates. One thing I didn't mention yet is that when you first start the program for the first time, it's going to be empty, of course. So you're going to go in here and go to settings, and you're going to first see your CamMod INI file, FM path, and mod path. You don't edit these in here, but this is just for informational purposes, so you can see what your paths are set at. Your list of directories here are going to be empty, so you're going to click your add directories, and after a second or two it's going to open up the folder finder dialog, and you can go to you can go select your FamilyMation folders here. So see, there's no, it doesn't show files when it, but this allows you to multi-select using the control key. So I can select all the ones that I want, and I can click select folder here, and it will add them all to the list. Okay. Once you get that configured, you can come here and you can click this sync FM files button, and it will begin scanning those directories and pulling in those files. You can quit or launch a game while this is happening, and it's just gonna stop at that point, and then the next time you enter the selector, you just click it again, and it will start scanning again and resume where it left off. Let's see what else. I showed you the search already, I believe. If I wanted to search for Creature Clash, you can find them that way. Erase it to bring them all back. Okay, when you're looking at this, you have, every time you pull one of these, you select one of these, you're going to get your tabs over here on the right hand side. Any text file that it finds, when it goes through each zip file, it looks for text files, rich text files, Garrett loader files, and HTML files, and it will save those to the database, and so that each time you select one, it pulls those out of the database and you can see each file. So see, this is a rich text file here. I know there's some that had, this is an HTML file, and I'm not sure what happens if you click on that. Oh, it just takes you there. Okay. And on each one of these, you have user notes tab here. Let's see. And so what you can do, this was a suggestion somebody made years ago when I was going to update the old one, and then crap happened and I ended up not being able to work on it for a long time. But they wanted the ability to maybe take some notes about the missions. So I can go, this is a note about, okay. And then when you click out of the row or close the program or click launch, it'll be saved. So if I go over here and I click this, user note's empty, but if I go back to this one, it has my note in there. And I can go down here to this one, and I can just put Golden Fort Knox. Alright, click out of this one. Okay, this one has the Nightwalker in it, and then this one has Fort Knox. And it'll remember those. I can close out of this, come back into it, and the Nightwalker node is still there, and the Golden Fort Knox node is still there, and you can add more notes as you go along. So that's cool. Anything else? Yeah, these these just basically duplicate these. So when you got a mission you want to play, you can click the play fan mission button here, and it will unzip the first checks to see if the install folder exists, which would be this one right here. If it does, it just launches it. If it doesn't, it unzips and then launches. If you just want to play the original games or the original missions, you can click the down button here and click that, and that'll play the original missions. Or you can go up here to File and play the original missions. Alright, so I think that is good. You've got your total mission files down here, and then the total displayed. So that total displayed will change based on the filter. Okay. Alright, so let me pull this out. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to open up Thief Gold. Alright, and you've noticed that just by clicking on the X, that closes the program without launching the game at all. Alright, so if I want to view only the Thief 1 missions, I click that, and now I'm only looking at known Thief 1 missions here. But you notice the icon is the same. Now, for Thief 1 and Thief 2, when you click this down arrow here to play original missions, you notice it expands. And you can choose which of the original missions you want to play. Now, if you just want to go into it and play it, you can either click 0, the default one, or click the button without going over here. But if you wanted to play any of the individual missions in Thief, you could choose them here. What else? This is troubleshooting I put in. Just in case it's not working right, we can at least see what we're detecting as far as application path is the path that this program is installed in. You can see it's installed in my D games and TFMS folder. The game path is the game that the game, of course, is installed in. Game version raw, this is the text that the executable is sending to us, and this is we translate it into the game version. So even though it says Thief 2, we know it's Thief 1 because of what files exist or do not exist in the game folder, and the game name. Those are all used, and the fMRI path. Okay, so we're good there. We got the view out of the way, and of course help. You can come in here and see there's a list of tips in here. Just kind of tells you how to do each thing. And I called it Thief Fan Mission Manager, the NewDark Age. What I think is kind of neat is whatever game you're in, it shows you the box. I put the box art in for each game. And if you like the program, any donations via Twitch or PayPal would be greatly appreciated. I think that is about it. So let's see if it will actually pick up a game. I don't think it will, but let's do it anyways. Let's go play blooper reel. Sorry about that. OBS doesn't like to change from looking at the desktop to looking at the game. Thief 2, of course, same thing. Play fan missions. You can choose which fan mission you want to, or not fan mission, but original mission you want to play. Also, for Thief 1 and Thief 2, if you click Max Cash here, if the fan mission has a loadout screen where you can buy stuff, or the original missions that have you buy stuff before you enter the mission, if you click Max Cash, in Thief 1 it'll give you like 1,000,000 gold to buy stuff, so you can buy everything that's available. And with Thief 1 the max, or Thief 2 the max is 1,500 gold. But I think you can pretty much buy everything with that as well. Of course, if you don't want that, uncheck it. And if we go into the help, of course, now we've got the Thief 2 box there. I just thought that was a nice touch. That's just my little thing. And same for Thief 3. We can pull it up for Thief 3. Just play original missions, and the help has the Thief 3. Of course, Thief 3 has all these text files that aren't really useful, except for that readme text, I guess. But anyways, that's it. If you got any comments, questions, you can contact me on through the Looking Glass forums, Thief forums over there, or leave a comment. One couple of things I still got left to do on this is to have it unpack the MP3s and OGG files to WAV files. Once I get that done, I'll get it up for you guys to check out. That'll do it.